In this video, I will show you how to quickly and easily open long and short positions on the platform WEEX. If you want to get the best sign-up bonus possible on WEEX, you simply have to go down to the first link in the video description. Then you will get to exactly this page right here and you can get up to $30,000 in bonuses. As you can see, this is an exclusive offer to use. Some of the bonuses you can get directly after the sign-up, then after you've transferred some money to your futures account. And then here, these big bonuses are claimable after you reach certain trading volume milestones. To create your account, simply enter your email address right here and then click on sign up and receive a new user gift. After that, you simply need to set a password and you already created your account. Once you have created an account and you log in for the first time, you will get to this page right here. And the first thing I want to show you, of course, is how you can deposit money. So to deposit crypto, you simply go up here and click on deposit. Then up here, choose the cryptocurrency you want to deposit. In my case, I'm going to choose USDT, for example. Then select a network. In my case, I'm just going to choose the TRC20 network, so the Tron network. Just make sure that you're using the same network as for the exchange or wallet where you're sending the money from. Then down here, I can see my personal deposit address, which I can now copy to my clipboard right here and then send the crypto over here. I recommend you, if you're sending larger amounts, to first send a small test transaction, and once you've received everything right here, send the remaining amount with a second transaction. So this is how you can easily deposit any cryptocurrency. As you can see, there's many different cryptocurrencies available on here. The good thing about WEEX is that you can use the entire platform without any KYC verification, so you can just easily deposit and withdraw with crypto on here and trade as much as you want without having to reveal any personal information. That's very good, but a small downside is that you cannot directly deposit any fiat currencies. So if you don't have any crypto yet, or you want to deposit with US dollars, euro, British pound, whichever fiat currency you have, you cannot do that directly. However, I have another video on my channel where I explain you step by step how to do that by buying crypto on another exchange first and then sending the crypto over here. That's also a very simple method. So if you're interested in how to do that, simply search for fiat deposit WEEX on my channel and you will find the video where I explain how to do that. Once you've made any deposit, we can go back here to our asset overview, and here you will be able to see if any of your deposits have already arrived in here. As you can see, I already have $160 available on here. If you deposit with another cryptocurrency other than USDT, we first need to convert it to USDT to then trade with it on here. And you can easily do that by going up here to spot. Then here on the left, choose the cryptocurrency you still have. For example, if you have Bitcoin, choose the BTC USDT trading pair on here. Then simply go down a bit, click on market order to execute it immediately. And then here on the right, you would see your available balance in BTC. Simply choose, for example, 100% and click on sell BTC. And then you will convert your available BTC right here into USDT. Once we've done that, we can simply go back to our assets. And in our last tab, when we have it in USDT on here, we now need to transfer the money to our futures account because currently it's still in our spot account. Spot account is only for depositing, withdrawing, and converting to another cryptocurrency. If you want to trade with the money, you need it in your futures account. So we're simply going to go up here to the right and click on transfer, then choose from spot to futures USDT, type in here the amount. I'm just going to choose all and click on confirm. And then if we go back to our asset overview, you will see now it's not on our spot account anymore, but instead now we can see it here in our futures account. And now we can use the money in here to trade with it. Next up, we can go to the trading platform by simply going up here to futures and then go to USDTM futures. Then you will get to this trading page right here. First, I'm going to quickly show you everything we can see right here. So first of all, on the top left, you can choose the trading pair that you want to trade. So if you just go in here, you can choose between BTC, Ethereum, whichever cryptocurrency you want to trade. There's many of them offered on here. I'm simply going to stick with Bitcoin for now. Once we have that selected, you can see the price chart down here. So this is just a cutout from TradingView, as you can see. So you can use all these different tools in here and also choose the different time frames up here. On the right side, we can see the order book. And if you scroll down a bit here, we will be able to see our open positions in a bit when we open our first trade, as well as our orders and our history. On the right side, we can see some information about our available capital on our futures account. As you can see, the $160, which we can also see up here as available. And this is where we can control all of our trades. So where we can open, close trades, set our leverage, set the order type, the position size, add take profits and stop loss, and basically use long and short trades. So let's open our first long trade. To do that, I'm simply going to go up here and make sure that I have that set to isolated. And down here, I have it on combined. This is a very nice and useful feature. On WEEX, you can control if you open multiple trades with the same trading pair, if you want them combined or as separate positions, a great feature which not every exchange offers. In my case, I'm simply going to stick it to combined for now. And here on the right side, I can choose my leverage for long and short. I'm simply going to choose a 5x leverage for both. You can use up to 400x, which is also incredibly high. Most exchanges only go up to like 100x, but on WEEX, you can even use up to 400. To set that up, I'm just going to click on confirm. And next I will choose open in here and then choose my order type. We can choose between a limit and a market order. If you use a limit order, you could set a certain price. For example, if I only want to open my position at $80,000, then I would simply place a limit order down here, and only if the price would go down here and reach that price, then my long position would be opened. But what I can also do instead, and I recommend to use most of the time, is just a simple market order, because a market order is simply executed automatically at the current market price. Next up, I can choose my position size, and I recommend you to click on here and choose place order by quantity in USDT, because then we can simply type in here how big we want our position to be in US dollars. Let's give you an example. If I type in $500, that will mean we are using down here under cost $100 of our own money as collateral times the 5x leverage will then of course equal an entire position size of $500. So that's how our own capital used for this trade times the leverage will always equal the position size, and that's how these three play together. Down here you can also see the amount in Bitcoin that we will use for this position, so 0.0058 Bitcoin, and you can also directly see your liquidation prices. I will show you them in just a bit in more detail. Lastly, I could also add a take profit and stop loss for my trade if I want to do that. So let's say I want to go long, I'm simply going to click on here and then either type in the prices right here, or also if I go in here, I can choose it either by a percentage return on my own capital, so how much percent profit do I want to make at those prices, or by P&L in USDT, or by a price change, so how much percent the price would go up or down. I personally like it as P&L because then I can simply go in here and type in I want to make, let's say, $50 of profit at my take profit. You will see it's automatically calculated and put the price in here. Of course, that also equals 50% on my own capital because my own capital is $100. And same goes for my stop loss. Let's say I want to make a maximum of $18 of a loss, and you will also see the price is calculated and set up in here. Then I can open my trade by simply clicking on open long, confirm that, and as you can see, I'm already in my trade. Right here, this is where I entered. I can directly see, okay, this is my position size in Bitcoin. Up here is my take profit where the entire trade is closed, and down here is my stop loss where also the entire trade would be closed. If I scroll down a little bit, I can see all the important information in here as well. I can see it's a Bitcoin trade. It's a long trade with a 5x leverage. I can see the position size, $500. Realized P&L. At the beginning, there's always a small loss because of the order fees that we need to pay for opening the trade. Here on the right side under unrealized P&L, this is our actual profit that is currently open. So as you can see, the price has gone up a little bit since we opened the position. So we are like $1 in a profit in here. And also if you close, for example, parts of your trade and take some profits out, then they would be added in here as well. So this is realized, which is already pretty much like settled. And this would be opened profit that is not yet taken and still unrealized. Also, you can see the profit as a percentage down here. And the things we can see here is first our average entry price. So where we enter the position, as well as the current price and our liquidation price. Liquidation price would mean if we didn't have a stop loss, currently we have one, but let's assume we didn't place a stop loss and the price would go down this much, down to $68,000, then this position right here would be so-called liquidated, which means it would be closed automatically by the platform and we would lose all of our own capital in this trade, which is also called margin, which we can see under here. This is the $100 initially that we've put in here of our own money, and we would lose that at the liquidation price if we didn't place a stop loss. Of course, we can prevent that from happening by placing a stop loss beforehand, which we already did, where we said we only want to lose like a maximum of $15. If you want to edit your take profit and stop loss, you can either simply go here in the chart, drag and drop this to a new position. That's a very simple method by changing up your take profit and stop loss. If you want to check the exact numbers or choose it more precisely, you can simply go down here to open orders, go to trigger, and you will see your TP and your SL in here as well. And if you just click on here, you can change these numbers up, and let's say you want to put it at exactly $60 of profit. Click on confirm and you will see now it moved up to exactly that value. So you can easily edit them in here as well. And of course, if you want to cancel them, just click on here. And if you want to place new ones, just go in here, click on TP or SL and set a new take profit and stop loss. Again, you can choose how much profit you want to make or the exact price, and also how much of your trade you want to close, if you want to close the entire trade or only, for example, half of it or any percentage. And therefore you could also place multiple take profits or stop losses if you wanted to do that. Lastly, if you want to close the entire trade, you simply can go down here, choose how much you want to close and click on close, or also in here under close, choose the percentage. Or if you just want to close the entire trade at just one click, simply click on flash close, and that way you're out of the entire trade with just one click as well. Next, I also want to show you how it works for a short position. You simply go in here, say open, market again, For the position size, I'm simply going to put the slide controller here to 100%. That will mean we are using all of our available capital in here in this trade as margin, times the 5x leverage for short position will equal around about $770 and 0.009 BTC. Then I can also add a take profit and stop loss. If I just go in here, let's say I want to make $40 of profit and a maximum of $10 as a loss, and you will see the prices are automatically calculated. Only big difference is, of course, now our take profit is below the current price because we're making the profit if the price goes down, and our stop loss is up here because we're making a loss if the price goes up. Then we can just go here to open short, confirm, and then we are already in our short position. You can see it now here in red. Up here is our stop loss and down here is our take profit. If you scroll down a little bit, we can see all the information again about our current trade. Basically, everything works exactly the same as for the long position. Only big difference is now profit if it goes down, loss if it goes up. Of course, therefore, also our liquidation price is now above the current price at $102,000. Of course, we prevented that from happening by already placing a stop loss beforehand. So editing your take profit and stop loss works exactly the same in here. And if you want to get out of your short trade again at any time, you can easily close parts of it by going here to close, choose how much percent or type in the dollar amount, and to close the entire trade at just one click, just go here to flash close, and then I'm out of my short trade again. Don't forget to pick up the best sign up bonus possible with up to $30,000 in rewards by using the first link down in the video description. And if you have any other questions, always feel free to ask them in the comments.